I can't get rid of my love handles no matter what I do. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's my genetics. Maybe it's my metabolism. Wah. Stop it. I got you. My name is Trent Harrison. I'm a fat loss expert. And if you've been training hard to lose your love handles, but nothing's working, here's exactly what you have to do. Love handles are one of the hardest areas to get rid of. That's why we call it stubborn fat. So you don't need to train abs every single day in order to get rid of your love handles. You don't need to starve yourself and eat minimal calories to get rid of love handles. And you don't need to cut carbs in order to get rid of love handles. You also don't need to do fancy ab exercises that you hate doing or you can't even do. And you don't need to do 1,000 crunches per day. This strategy that I'm about to show you is what helped Elbon get rid of his love handles in 16 weeks. It helped guys like Adrian lose 45 pounds in 6 months, and guys like Paul get rid of his love handles in his 60s. So don't tell me you have bad genetics or you have a slow metabolism or you're too old. These are all excuses. You have love handles right now because you eat too much food and you don't move correctly. It really is that simple. The truth is your body prefers and likes to store excess fat in your midsection. So what happens is your love handles are the first place you store fat, and they're also the last place you lose it. That's what makes it stubborn. A common mistake for the average gym goer is believing that ab training is the key to abs and getting rid of love handles. It's actually not. It doesn't matter how many ab exercises you do if you have too high of a body fat percentage. This was the exact mistake that I personally made on my journey to get rid of my love handles. I was doing all of the ab exercises in the world. I would go on YouTube and look up all these different 21-day ab challenges, 75-day ab challenges, and I would do them. My abs would be burning. I couldn't even move the next day, but week after week, month after month, I was looking in the mirror, the love handles wouldn't go away. So eventually I came to a conclusion and limiting belief in my head where I was like, oh, I just will never get the abs I want. I'll never get rid of the love handles I want. But the truth is I was just focused on the wrong thing. So what I want to do in this video is tell you exactly what you need to be focusing on if you've been struggling getting rid of your love handles in a sustainable fashion. So if you want to completely eliminate your love handles, your first priority needs to be dropping your body fat percentage. So of course, you know, in order to get rid of body fat, you need to be in what's called a calorie deficit, and you need to burn more calories, which is very simple. So a calorie deficit is where you eat less calories than your body is burning on a daily basis. And so you do that by two ways. Number one is eating less. Number two is burning more. When we do these things in the right combination, then you're gonna be on track to getting rid of the love handle. But here's the biggest mistake you probably make is you start on your fat loss journey and you see a little bit of progress at first, but it's slower than what you imagine. You see progress in every other area of your body, like your cheeks, your neck, your legs. The fat's dropping, but not in the love handle. So after a couple weeks or even a couple months of hard work, get discouraged and you end up quitting. Getting rid of love handles will take longer than you think. So here's the goal and what you should really be shooting for. The goal is to lose 0.5 to 1% of your overall body weight per week. So let's say your starting weight is 200 pounds. So if you're shooting to lose 0.5 to 1% of your overall body weight per week, that would mean you would lose 1 to 2 pounds of body fat per week. If you multiply that over time, that means you're gonna lose about 4 to 8 pounds per month. Instead of hyper fixating on the output and the amount of weight you're losing, you need to be hyper fixated on the input and the actions you're taking on a daily basis. The reason you quit and get discouraged and give up is because you're so focused on the outcome and the goal. You keep looking in the mirror and you're like, why aren't my love handles leaving? Why aren't I seeing results? So instead of focusing on the output, which is you getting the result, you need to focus on the input, which is the actions you're taking on a daily basis. And when you get super focused on the input and your actions, that's when you actually achieve the output of losing 0.5 to 1% of your overall body weight per week. Your next focus might seem counterintuitive to you, but it's not. And it's building lean muscle. Why? Bodybuilding and changing your physique is all about proportion. One of the main goals with all of my fat loss clients is getting them to build solid lean muscle. When you build muscle, you create what's called a V-taper. A V-taper is when you have a more muscular upper body in your lats, your back, your chest, and your shoulders, and you have a thinner waist. This creates the illusion of less love handles. The problem, most people only focus on fat loss, and even though they lose weight, they still have a boxy frame. And so we want to change your frame and proportions by adding muscle to your upper body and thinning out your waistline. Another huge benefit of building muscle is actually how it impacts your metabolism. Building muscle is going to boost your metabolism, which will help you burn more calories in the long run. If you only focus on fat loss, you never build muscle, your body becomes resistant to the calories you burn in the gym. And so in order to continue fat loss and never hit a plateau, you have to focus on building muscle. Most people think the secret to getting rid of love handles is doing hours and hours of cardio, and it's a shame. Now, what rep range should you focus on when you're building that lean muscle? Most people are like, oh, I need to do high reps to get toned. This is not gonna work. Studies show that proper rep ranges to build muscle are 5 to 30 reps per set. So your focus should be on gaining strength in the gym. To make sure all of your sets are focused on getting stronger, progressive overloading, and really pushing yourself to the max. Next, let's talk cardio. The thing with cardio is you need to think of it as like a supplement to your love handle guide. So cardio is not going to just completely remove the love handles, but you should use cardio on top of your diet. Doesn't matter if you do all of the cardio in the world if your nutrition is not lined up. Getting rid of love handles takes time. So you need a routine that you can stick to consistently. So if you're doing cardio and you hate running like me, don't do it. If you hate doing the Stairmaster, don't do it. What I recommend to my clients is doing cardio that you actually enjoy, because getting rid of love handles will take time. You need to enjoy it during the process, whether that's walking, the incline treadmill, stationary bike, any activity outside, pickleball, I literally don't care, but just make sure you like it. Here's a hack. You're better off doing a little extra cardio at the end of your workout than a little extra abs. Now let's talk about ab training. You only need to train your abs a couple of times per week. Treat them the same way you would treat any other muscle group. You wouldn't train back every single day, so why would you do abs every single day? You wouldn't hit your chest every day, so why would you hit abs every single day? It doesn't make sense. Abs are not built with ab workouts, they are built with your diet. But also you want to make sure you're building solid ab muscle. So the goal should be training your abs 2 to 3 times per week at most. Now, if you find yourself in the gym and you have extra time, spend that extra time doing more cardio to burn more calories instead of doing more ab training. One of the biggest mistakes when I was on my journey to get rid of love handles was I would get to the end of my workout and I thought, oh, I want to lose my love handles. I want to define my abs. So I'm going to go do more ab workouts. And I would literally train abs 6 days a week. I'm not even kidding you. I would have been better off burning more calories going on the treadmill or going on the stationary bike than I would have just doing the extra ab training. Limit your ab training to a couple of times per week and maximize your time in the gym with a little extra cardio to burn more calories. Here's my final piece of advice for you. You will never lose your love handles if you quit too soon, ever. Most people just don't stick to a routine for a long enough amount of time. They get started for a couple of weeks, they see minimal results, they get discouraged, and then they quit or they try something else. So if you're truly in this to make a lifestyle change, you have to know that patience is going to be your best friend throughout this entire process. You might not get rid of your love handles in a couple of weeks. You might not even get rid of them in a couple of months. It may take 6 months plus to get rid of your love handles, but the only way you're never going to get rid of them is by quitting. So make sure you have a plan to follow and stick to it no matter how long it takes. Keep your focus and attention on the inputs, the actions you take on a daily basis, set those non-negotiables, and have accountability. So even when you feel discouraged, you feel unmotivated, you're going to be able to stick to your plan no matter what. If you're struggling to lose love handles despite trying multiple things in the past on your own and you're just frustrated with wasting your time, then what I want you to do is fill out the link in the description below and I'll reach out directly to you to let you know how I can best help. I hope this video was valuable. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.